Alright, so good afternoon, Mr. Keith. It's so lovely to have you here and sitting with you after knowing that the book launch is just a few days away. I want to find out from you, what was your inspiration? What led you to write this book?
Well, first of all, let me say it's a pleasure and privilege having you here. And in terms of the books, I must say I have been inspired to write this book for more than one reason. First of all, we have had, like anybody else, we have had many challenges and many opportunities. However, the fact that we were able to ride this storm and come out victorious in many ways, it's very important that we document that and share with others. There are many persons today who are being challenged and not realizing the way forward. It's important that persons like myself and others who are brave enough to tell our story, because the truth is everybody has a story. Some persons are just not telling their story.
That's true.
And we do believe that our story is colorful enough, informative enough, inspirational enough for persons from different generations, from young to old, to be told. And this is part of our legacy that we can leave behind. Right? And so it's very, very important the story be told.
Okay. So when did the writing start?
The writing starts many years ago. Okay. I've been documenting my life from a very long time. However, in terms of this actual book, it was July of last year. We were right here on this patio, but over that side, the other opposite side where we are right now. And I have two friends came along. So when they came along, Daphne just had accompanied her to our massage service. And while we're here, we're talking, because I like to talk about my story, well, Sanjan, our story, because it's very colorful. And so while we were here and we were talking about the story, Noreen is the person. So Noreen and Daphne came.
Right.
Finally, I'm good with numbers and that name. Everybody knew that. Alright, so Noreen was doing her massage and Daphne and I were talking, and Daphne, having listened to me, Daphne said to me, "But Keith, you have a story there." And I said, "Daphne, but I know there's a story there." She said, "If you're interested to put the story together and write a story, then I can assist." Then I said, "Daphne, then if you're interested, then I'm ready." So that was how they So it was July of last year. From that conversation, the moment Daphne and I spoke about the book, we never stopped talking, we never stopped working on it.
So they were basically just a catalyst then, because everything had been there. You just needed to have it put together in this compilation that we're seeing here today.
Right, yeah.
That's
so pretty much the information was there. A lot of information was already there and documented.
Right.
But in terms of into our book, we're just hesitant, and it speaks to something. Sometimes one of the reasons we're hesitant, sometimes we lack awareness. And because we lack awareness, we don't realize that you might not have all the pieces ready to get the job done, but there are other persons who can contribute to the process.
Right.
And so this book speaks to that very often, if you make the connection with the right persons, things that seems difficult initially or seems challenging initially can be done.
Right.
And this was a typical case where here I was sitting on the information, not working on it. And here Daphne come along and listen to the story. And the truth is, many other persons listen to the story.
Right.
But she's the first one who said, "Why you don't write a book?"
Right.
Where I already know that, but other persons never said that. The moment she said that, when I saying, "Hey, here's someone who is speaking my language."
Okay. And another thing I'd like to know, again, when I guess by the time I go through all the pages, I'll have that answer. But how much does Bluefields feature in the book?
Bluefields feature a lot, and not just Bluefields, Westmoreland to an extent, because in terms of my life, the book speaks about roughly 30 years. It chronicles 30 years at least.
Okay.
And so it speaks about my involvement in terms of all I've done.
Right, so long before the farm.
Long before the farm, because the farm is just about 11 years old. So it's long before the farm. It goes back to my It goes back to leaving school, goes back to my first workplace.
Right.
It goes back to working in the hospitality industry. It speaks about my involvement in photography.
Yes.
Speaks about my involvement in information technology. Speaks about my involvement as a public relations manager.
Right.
Right. And then it speaks about the farm. It also speaks about my involvement in terms of transportation operations. So it covers a lot of things.
Right.
But most of all, it's very colorful for persons. And I would say, like, this book for persons young or old, and especially if you're on a journey in terms of entrepreneurship, if you're in a journey in terms of wanting to move your life to the next level, this is a book that will really assist you greatly.
Yeah.
There's a lot of information in this book for persons within all those various categories. So it doesn't matter where you find yourself, if you are like, for example, an entrepreneur, you just start, or a seasoned entrepreneur, there will be something here to
Right,
assist.
so no matter what stage in life you're at, you
Yes,
have something to
in
learn
book,
from
yeah,
this
there's
book.
something from it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I must say it's been a pleasure. I stayed at the Bluefield farm for this weekend and it's been absolutely amazing. I am looking forward to the book launch on February 24th, and I wish you every bit of success with the launch and beyond.
Yes, and I'm going to say it's tentatively for February 24th.
Okay, tentatively.
Right?
Okay.
So, because there are things that has to be done. For example, the book has to be submitted and ordered, and you get the copies in time.
Right, yes.
So we're still working on that.
We're
still working on that date.
Okay.
So, but hopefully, and if it's not, then we'll provide a change.
If it changes, I'll let you know.
Alright, but in the meantime, it was nice having you.
Yes.
And as you said, you're looking forward to reading the pages and learning more, and I can assure you, you are going to be satisfied. Right?
So.
I can assure you. Alright.
Alright, thank you.
Blessing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. One love.